So, I shall start the story. And it starts like this. It's 2005, and I'm standing in a room, sweaty room, packed with about 30 job seekers, all here to find work. And I have just finished explaining to them the story of the journey to success. And the journey to success is basically a plan of ideas or ambition that you always wanted to do, which is filled with mountains, valleys, and obstacles. And sometimes it gets you to a stage where you think, I can't really do this. So second row from the front, this guy puts his hands up and then he says, "Oi, miss. Yeah. Have you got a book or something?" And I say, "No." He says, "Because if you do, I'll buy it from you." And I say, "Okay." And at that moment, when he said that, I thought to myself, that's it. This is not for me anymore. I have been teaching people and telling them how to find their journey to success, and I haven't been doing it for myself. What am I doing? I realized that at this stage, I had to find my own journey because I could not continue on the one I was at that time. 2008. So, actually 2007. So we're sitting in this room and in East London, and it's a family meeting. It's a big Congolese family meeting, and it's really loud, it's really bodacious. You know, they're talking, but it sounds like they're shouting at each other, which is kind of how it is in my family. And we get an international call from Paris, and you have my uncle, my aunties in the living room, and the call is from my dad. And it just so happened that call came after we had just lost someone really, really precious in my family. And my dad picks up the phone, and I pick up the phone, and he says, "Honey, I have to tell you something." Actually, something more like, "Honey, I have to tell you something." And he says, "You got to take it really, got to be really strong when I tell you this." I said, "Okay." "I have stage 4 cancer." Like, right. Okay. What does that mean? It's the most serious cancer, and it's very vicious, and it also means that I need to go into intensive treatment. Right. I need you to be very brave, and I need you to understand that whatever happens, you just need to continue doing what you're doing. And I put the phone down, and all I could think about was, oh my God, Matty, what are you going to do? You just found out your dad has cancer. And I was shocked. I was frozen. I was in a place where I thought, why? What now? What do I do? Okay, so my dad has cancer, and I just lost my mother a couple of years, about not even a year. And where is this going? So I thought, okay, maybe I should take some time to go and live with my father in France. Or maybe I should just quit my job, and just go and look after him. What do I do? No, I should stay here and just not really get involved, because the truth is I was too scared to actually look at him and face the fact that he was sick. So I go back to work. A couple of months after that, a couple of weeks after that, and have this meeting with my manager. And my manager sits me down, and she says, "So, how are you feeling? What is your stress level? how are you coping with yourself? Because obviously she knew what was happening in my life. And I thought, I'm okay, nothing really. Due to the current climate and the current coalition, the new change in the current government, we're gonna start looking at doing some one-to-one consultancies. And what she really meant is, we're gonna start making people redundant. And I was listening and I thought, is she serious? And all I could think was, I'm gonna slap this lady because you know I have a father that's sick that has cancer. You know I don't really know where I stand in life, and now you're telling me you're gonna make me redundant. No, you can't even tell me, be straight with me and tell me you're gonna make me redundant, because that's what it is, you know. She says, so I said, okay, what exactly do you mean? She says, I can't exactly tell you right now because we need to go through this process, and by January next year, we'll be able to tell you the answers. I thought, great. Okay, I'm out of here. And I thought at that moment, I realized I have to find an escape route. And by this time, it's now the end of 2010. And I have a couple of months, it's about around this time, going into Christmas and New Year, and I thought, I have to do something. So I started searching for stuff, and I thought, come on, I'm the career coach, the employability person, the job coach, the recruitment. Of course I can, find out what I want to do. The truth is, I had no clue what I was going to do. And as much as I was an expert, as I am an expert in my field for 12 years, I had no clue. My mind just froze. So I thought, okay, let me see what's out there. I started researching all these different business networking events and different events about, personal development. And I came across this group called the Scanners Night. And I don't know if anyone of you has ever heard of the Scanners Night. No? Okay. So Scanners Night a scanner is basically someone that has more than one idea in mind and kind of wants to achieve them all at the same time, or always has a new project. And most people think there's something wrong with them, like myself, being a scanner. But the truth is that's just the way they are. So they'll start a project and then they'll start another one, or they'll start one, they finish it, and they want to start another one. It's just not enough creativity for a scanner. There's always new things to do. So I went to this event and I met loads of people just like me who were creative and who came from engineering backgrounds and various areas, and I thought, whoa, I tapped into that. I started meeting with these people on a regular basis after the events, calling them regularly, and we started, kind of having a buddying group or a peer group where you could encourage each other and say, okay, so what are you doing this week? When are you going to finish this? When are you going to do that? And we did that. It went on till the following year, this year. And this girl taught me how to do WordPress. And I was hooked. I was hooked on WordPress. Because the thing is, from 2005, I always wanted to write. So I started blogging. I started blogging about what am I going to do when I lose my job? And I started a website called What the Job Is This? Because the truth is, I didn't have a clue what I was going to do when I lose my job. So, what the job is this? And I talked about things I was going to do. I tried them. I put my list in. I put myself into different lists. I created a list of different hobbies I could actually tap into. And I did that till it came to the time when 24th of March, I got this call in the middle of the night. I think it was 4 o'clock in the morning, 4 a.m. So the phone rings, 4 a.m. in the morning. And it was my sister. And she says, Allô, Mati? Oui? il faut que tu viennes. Pourquoi? Mathie, papa est mort. Il faut que tu viennes tout de suite. And she just basically told me that my dad had just passed away. So I realized that I had no choice. I had just lost the biggest opportunity to just be with my father when I was trying to decide what I wanted to do with myself. So I went through the whole funeral, came back in about April, and I thought, this is great now. All right, now I'm lost in, Star Trek zone. I'm somewhere in between there where I can't even know what I'm doing. And a friend of mine said to me, well, just continue blogging, just do whatever you do. So I did that. I continued blogging, started blogging more, and I decided, okay, maybe I should brave it out and go to the outside world and see what other people are doing. And then I went to business networking events. I developed some connections. And I thought, I know this is just a hobby. This blogging is just a hobby, but why not? Why not turn into something else? So I tried storytelling. I tried, social media. I tried selling jewelries. And the thing that kept coming back, people were saying to me, so, can you give us some tips on, how you do your blogging online, how you do your Facebooking, how you tweet? I thought, okay, I don't know that much, but I can help. And it kind of brought me to here, which is my crossroad, because I realized that everything that happened on this crossroad journey was to make me realize what I was capable of doing. And without the continuous tapping into things and being able to be connected with certain people around me, I would never really have brought myself to this thing, to this area, to this place. So my story today really is very similar to some of you, or maybe different, but my crossroad, this situation in my life, this career phase made me realize that I could do so much more. I could step out from just the career world, of employability and try things that I've never tried, which now is bringing me an income. So, thank you very much.